A surprise steam eruption in Yellowstone National Park's Geyser Basin that sent people running for safety as basketball-sized rocks flew overhead has highlighted a little-known hazard that scientists hope to someday be able to predict. The hydrothermal explosion in Biscuit Basin caused no injuries because dozens of people fled along a boardwalk before the boardwalk collapsed. The blast sent rocks, steam, water and soil high into the air. The blast occurred in a park filled with geysers, hot springs and other hydrothermal features that draw millions of tourists each year. The eruptions, like the famous Old Faithful, erupt like clockwork and are well understood by scientists who monitor the park's seismic activity. However, the kind of explosion this week is less common and less understood, and potentially more dangerous because it comes without warning. It underscores that even small events, and this one in the scheme of relatively small, if dramatic, events, can be really dangerous, said Michael Pulland, chief scientist at the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory. We've gotten pretty good at picking up on the signs that a volcano is active and might erupt. We don't have a knowledge base for hydrothermal systems like the one at Yellowstone. Poland and other scientists are trying to change that with a new monitoring system recently installed at another Yellowstone geyser basin. The system measures seismic activity, deformation of the Earth's surface and low-frequency acoustic energy that can signal an eruption. Hydrothermal explosions are believed to occur when a water pipe in the vast network of natural pipes beneath Yellowstone becomes blocked. A blockage can cause the heated, pressurized water to instantly turn to steam and explode. You feel the shock wave hit your chest and shake the bones in your chest. The explosion was so powerful, you feel your legs shaking. You feel the sidewalk shaking and you feel everything shaking, Pulland said. He estimated the entire event lasted about 25 seconds, as a plume of debris rose about 100 meters, 328 feet, into the air. Macha's mother, who was closest to the eruption, pulled her hood over her head and face and was unharmed, Fisher said. Some of the rocks that were thrown into the air were about a meter, 3.3 feet, in size, Pulland said. Yellowstone encompasses a large, dormant volcanic caldera that shows no signs of erupting anytime soon. But it does provide heat for the park's famous geysers, hot springs, mud pots and other hydrothermal features. Though much rarer than geyser eruptions, hydrothermal vents occur frequently enough at Yellowstone to be studied in a safety concern. Scientists don't know if they'll ever be able to figure out how to predict them. For a geologist, seeing one in person is a blessing. That's what happened in 2009, when Montana Tech geology professor Mike Stickney and several other geologists were nearby when an explosion went off near the site of Tuesday's blast in Biscuit Basin. It was so sudden and without any detectable warning, just standing there on the sidewalk. It was just a whir and it was over. No one saw it coming. Although it didn't register on sensitive seismometers at Old Faithful, a few miles away, he estimated the recent blast was 10 times bigger. In May, after scientists discovered a crater several feet wide in the Norris Geyser Basin, 18 miles north of Biscuit Basin, they examined acoustic and seismic data from a new monitoring system in the basin and determined that the hydrothermal explosion occurred on April 15, just days before the road opened for the spring tourist season.